The dual nature of dominance. Explaining the dominant man. The concept of the dominant man is one of the most enduring and complex figures in social, psychological, and popular discourse. Far from a monolithic personality, male dominance exists on a spectrum, with its expression ranging from healthy, assertive leadership to toxic, controlling behavior. Understanding this duality is crucial, as a man characterized by productive dominance is often celebrated, while one defined by its darker side can be destructive. The psychology of dominance. A drive for power at its core, psychological dominance is characterized by a strong motivation to influence or control one's environment and the behavior of others. Researchers define this drive, often called the power motive, as the desire to have impact, to be visible, and to be successful in social competition. Key traits of assertive, healthy dominance. Confidence and poise. The healthy dominant man exhibits a deep-seated belief in his abilities. He is calm under pressure, maintains self-control, and approaches problems with a steady, decisive demeanor rather than reacting emotionally. Leadership and initiative. He naturally takes charge in ambiguous situations, makes firm decisions, and accepts accountability for outcomes. This is the leader, not the boss. He guides with foresight and direct communication, focusing on the well-being and success of the group. Goal-oriented drive. He is highly competitive and self-disciplined, channeling his drive into professional and personal achievements. His energy is directed toward building, providing, and achieving, which often translates into professional and financial success. Honesty and directness. His communication style is typically clear, direct, and unambiguous, often valuing efficiency and clarity over social niceties, though ideally balanced with respect. The shadow side. Dominating versus dominant. The line is crossed when the drive for influence devolves into the need for absolute control, shifting the personality from dominant to dominating. Unhealthy dominance is often fueled by underlying insecurities and manifests as coercive tactics aimed at undermining others' autonomy. Red flags of unhealthy, toxic dominance. Controlling behavior. This involves making unilateral decisions, constantly checking on a partner's whereabouts, or using jealousy as a pretext to restrict social interactions. The goal is to isolate and diminish the partner's sense of self. Manipulation and coercion. Toxic dominance uses guilt, emotional blackmail, intimidation, or social aggression to extract deference. The focus is not on shared success but on the subjugation of the other person's will. Rigidity and lack of empathy. When dominance is unhealthy, the man becomes unwilling to compromise or consider viewpoints that challenge his own. He can be insensitive to others' feelings, prioritizing his own desires and objectives above all else, often exhibiting narcissistic traits. Evolutionary and social contexts. Evolutionary psychology offers one perspective, suggesting that male competitiveness and the drive for status and resources evolved as adaptive strategies to attract mates and ensure offspring survival. Traits like competitiveness, risk tolerance, and physical prowess were historically tied to reproductive success. However, the modern expression of dominance is heavily filtered through sociocultural factors. The alpha male stereotype, often portrayed in popular culture as successful, charismatic, and powerful, frequently confuses genuine leadership, prestige-based status, with coercion, dominance-based status. While many may be drawn to the confidence and capability associated with healthy dominance, research shows that traits like aggression and domineering tendencies are not viewed as sexually attractive in the long term, highlighting the human preference for a blend of strength and kindness. Dominance in relationships. In a healthy relationship, dominance can exist as a consensual power dynamic where one partner takes a directional or leadership role. This requires strong mutual respect, open communication, and the understanding that the submissive partner ultimately maintains the underlying control by setting boundaries and granting consent. In the context of the BDSM lifestyle, dominance and submission or D/S, the power exchange is explicit, bounded by safe words, and entirely built on consent. This structured, ethical play is distinctly different from the unconscious and often destructive control attempts found in unhealthy romantic relationships. Conclusion. The dominant man, therefore, is a figure of contrasting potentials. His intrinsic traits, confidence, decisiveness, and the drive to lead, are invaluable assets that can lead to great success and act as a pillar of strength for those around him. Yet, When these same traits are untempered by accountability, empathy, and respect for autonomy, they metastasize into controlling and toxic behavior. The true measure of a dominant man lies not in his ability to command, but in his capacity to lead while empowering those under his influence.